I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's what you need to know today. First, police say a man was shot this morning near Tyner Academy. It reportedly happened during a fight on Pine Drive. Authorities say the victim's injuries may be life-threatening. More than 100 UTC employees have applied for early retirement. 35 are faculty, another 70 are staff. UTC offered the early retirement to a quarter of its workers. The plan is expected to save about $1 million a year. A Cleveland doctor has been sentenced in a Botox scam. 44-year-old Raymond Sean Brown fraudulently billed Medicare for 17,000 injections he didn't give, and in return he received $7 million from Medicare. He'll serve about 2 years in prison. A person was killed in a single vehicle crash last night on Dodds Avenue. Investigators are trying to determine what caused the crash. Anyone who witnessed it is asked to call the police. A proposed law would require Tennessee police departments to sell seized guns back to the public every 6 months. But not every agency is happy about that, especially Chattanooga. Last year, city police seized more than 700 contraband guns. Chief Fred Fletcher says officers put themselves in harm's way to take those guns off the street, so he's not enthusiastic about letting them go. Medical examiners have revealed how a woman found dead in Highland Park died. 46-year-old Simone A. Couch was found January 26th. Authorities say she died from an overdose of cocaine and alcohol, plus the day's cold temperatures. 2 former sheriff's deputies have been arrested in Monroe County. Captain Bill Johnson and Detective Derek Graves are each charged with assaulting someone who was in restraints at the county jail. Both men have been released on bond. Police are seeking 2 men who robbed a gas station in Fort Oglethorpe and shot a bystander. Officers say the men stole money from the cash register as well as a customer. The victim was shot in the leg without warning. Anyone with information is asked to call the police. The Cherokee Nation wants Alan Casey's dilapidated barge. Chief Dale Cook has filed papers to lay claim to the vessel. He said the barge could be used as part of a water ride about the Trail of Tears. Nevertheless, a court is moving ahead with plans to remove it. The man who was shot to death while trying to rob a car dealership last week had pleaded guilty to theft and burglary 5 times in his past, but he only served jail time once. 32-year-old Demetrius Burt died March 26th after he burst into Miller Auto Sales with a mask and a gun. Employee Alan Miller shot him twice in the chest. Police say Miller acted in self-defense and no charges will be filed. Grant Starrett has officially launched a challenge to Scott Desjardins in Tennessee's 4th District. The 27-year-old Murfreesboro attorney describes himself as a Christian and constitutional conservative. State Senator Jim Tracy is also considering joining the race. EPB has hired former Hamilton County Mayor Claude Ramsey as a lobbyist. His job will be to sway lawmakers to allow EPB to expand internet coverage. Ramsey recently started a new firm called River Branch Strategies, and EPB is his first customer. He's being paid $60,000 for a 12-month contract. Finally, UTC men's basketball coach Will Wade is on the short list to become the new coach at Virginia Commonwealth University. Wade was an assistant at VCU for 4 seasons before taking over the Mocs in 2013. He recently passed on an opportunity to become coach at UNC Charlotte. Turning to weather, today will be partly sunny with a high near 76 degrees. Tonight's low will be around 47. That's it for today's news. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.